Django Unchained is the newest Quentin Tarantino movie, which is kind of a buddy cowboy slash action slash comedy slash gory film. And it has a really truly wonderful cast. The story to Django Unchained begins with a doctor slash bounty hunter locating Django and setting him free in order for him to identify a group of brothers who he has been hired to hunt down. Once they're done hunting them down, however, the doctor chooses to take Django under his wing and kind of teach him the ropes of bounty hunting in order to help him locate this plantation in which his wife has been sold off to. And these two need to find a way to infiltrate this plantation and find a way to rescue her in order for Django and his wife to live happily ever after and ride off into the sunset. And you know how these old westerns go. Now, this review is going to be a little bit odd because my particular experience with this movie is a kind of one-in-one with positives and several negatives. But to get the positives out of the way, everybody, except for one particular person who I won't mention till the end, did a phenomenal job. Jamie Foxx as Django thought he was really great. I thought Samuel Jackson's character was a little bit odd at first. Leonardo DiCaprio playing the plantation owner, which if I remember correctly is Monsieur Candy. I thought he was truly excellent, and he certainly deserves the award for like whatever he's being nominated. And Christoph Waltz, this character, I believe this is the best portrayal I've seen him do a character since the movie, I can't even think of what the hell the movie was because it was kind of not that great. Anyway, to get back on point, what worked in this movie was the dynamic chemistry between Christoph Waltz's character and Jamie Foxx, because it definitely, at first, the first half of the movie starts as like a buddy comedy story, and they definitely play off each other very well, and I love the reactions to certain things that are going on. Like, I don't want to really spoil too much, but I just thought that first part of the movie was working off very well. This is precisely what I came to see, and this was precisely what I thought the movie was going to be at first. However, when we get to the second half of the movie, that sort of movie kind of takes a much darker tone and went into an area which I personally felt wasn't necessary and was a bit disturbing. And now to get into the negatives, this movie has been getting a lot of bashing of excessive uses of the N-word, and where I personally stand on that is that you should only use it if it's needed or if you can make it work. However, in this movie's case, during the second half, it is way overused to the point where I found it offensive. I felt that Quentin Tarantino was simply putting this word in the script to be said just because he can. And I know he'll defend it by simply saying, oh, this is how they were using this word back in the day. Well, that may be true, but for this particular audience, for today's audience, we generally don't like to hear that word said out a whole bunch. And so the fact that it was used as excessively as it was did take me out of the movie, and that sometimes just made it plain out unenjoyable. Another part that really disturbed me is a scene with, let's just say you see someone get torn apart. And that's where I was a bit confused as for what type of movie this was going to be. Was this going to be your standard Quentin Tarantino movie where it has dark humor, but this was just on borderlines of being plain out disturbing. And there's a lot of just depictions of slavery, which, although I understood how he was trying to present it, I thought it was very unnecessary. However, the probably most disappointing factor that I think about Django Unchained was the use of Kerry Washington's character, as I didn't really feel like she was actually a character. It felt like she was simply a plot device, simply put into the movie to get beat and look scared, to give Django a motivation to move on with the story. And it really pains me to see a great actress like her get used in such a low-level way. It's just a waste of a character of what you could use to make the story much more involving and have the audience be much more interested in what is going on around this character. I really would have liked to have known more about her. And towards the end, there's something added involving some stupid horse tricks the choice of music definitely pulls you out of the movie. And there's a lot of imbalancing as for what type of movie Quentin Tarantino is trying to make. Is he trying to do his old school standard you know, it's supposed to be over the top, and so things thrown in are put in there because it fits in with the atmosphere? Or are you trying to be serious and try to show just how horrible slavery was? And I just felt that it's trying to mix water and oil. They simply don't mix, and at parts, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and I think that for some people in particular, it's going to be very unpleasant to watch, because it certainly was for me. That being said, Django Unchained is not a bad film. It is definitely has its enjoyable moments. The acting around is great. There is some lost potential. However, it still remains as a great film. Probably not one of the better films I've seen this year, but definitely worth the money that I spent to go see it. And with that, I'm going to give Django Unchained a very well-deserved 7.5 out of 10. Not an excellent, great movie, but a good time at the movies for sure. If you like this review, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep track of me and my future movie reviews. And like always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.